Oh my gosh, what I'm trying to tell you, my boy, this shit crack out on the pass out. Alright guys, so let's just run through the setup and stuff real quick. I just recently made a video on the gas call, going over how insanely broken this thing is and how much damage you can get out of it. I didn't really touch too much on the actual like gear and everything, so I figured I'd actually make a separate video because with the right setup, man, especially with the modern gear that we have these days, back before when this thing first came out, and even before, even after whenever this thing returned at level 65 last year in 2020's Bloody Harvest event. So what we are doing is first off, we have to have a form or way to apply terror to ourselves. Now luckily, terror anointments are permanently in the game, since the Bloody Harvest is permanent as well. You just need to get any weapon that has this ASE or this action skills, this anointment, action skill end. Yeah, it was. I don't know why I thought it was action skill start. I'm so used to saying action skill start recently that, like, whatever, I'm tripping. Anyways, you get a gun that has this anointment that basically allows you to apply terror to yourself. Okay, now you might be asking, what about, you know, running that on like a shield or something like that? Well, obviously you can't do that. Well, with this setup, we're not doing that. We're gonna get more damage without having to it, so that's very, very nice. And then the other question you might have is, why don't I have it on the grenade? Unfortunately, the gas call cannot come with an anointment, so yeah, we can't. Since literally all the damage is coming from the gas call, it's going to be very important. Now, the most used weapons are going to be these two. You're going to use one weapon to apply terror, and then you're going to switch to the Guardian Angel, because obviously a URAD Guardian Angel is an absolute menace, especially on Peregrine builds. This is because obviously the weapon damage increases based on the distance. This is applied to all forms of damage. So you literally apply terror to yourself to get more damage and effect out of the gas call. They're going to split like even more whenever you're terrored. So just keep that in mind. The other thing is that we are going to be running a URAD Guardian Angel. Obviously, URAD Guardian Angel is probably one of the most versatile utility weapons in the game. Very, very helpful, giving us radiation on top of corrosive is going to be a menace, and we're going to consume and eat everything. Now, we have Hellwalker. It's just a panic gun, because if you go down, you can't throw gas calls, you can't pop your racks. So overall, you just have to be a little bit careful whenever you do go down, which is why we do have the Hellwalker, because Hellwalker will just allow us to, you know, pick ourselves up pretty consistently, or pretty decently rather. Now, it doesn't really matter which other weapon, you just put on whatever the fuck you want. So we're using a Revolter here. Whenever you pop your racks, you're going to get a 200% extra damage shock. Combine that with your URAD already, and the corrosive that this thing naturally gets, you're going to have some of the most most nasty, immense, gross damage you're going to be putting out with the grenade. This thing's base roll is so high, and Vindicator just allows it to be even higher, and yeah, it's just very, very gross. So you'll have 200% shock, 100% URAD, and then you'll have the actual damage itself. So you have 300% extra damage. Combine that while you're terrified, you're just going to be absolutely eating everything. Which obviously leads us to our class mod being the Peregrine. Obviously, the Peregrine is what you're going to have in order for this to work. This is a DLC for class mod. Do keep that in mind. Basically, the Peregrine allows you to shoot your racks, and whenever your racks hit enemy, they're going to drop a grenade, meaning they will drop a gas call, and all of that insane damage will be just further spread across. You don't have to worry about throwing your grenades, but they're still there as an option. And then our artifact, any form of a deathless is what you're looking at. I'm just rolling with the atom bomb deathless because it's going to make the radiation better. We have AoE radiation damage. Mag size is generally very, very good, but this setup mag size is honestly kind of irrelevant. But this comp still works really, or artifact still works really, really well. But once again, you just need any form of a deathless mainly. Our trees are very, I mean, at this point, 70 skill points. You have a lot to work with. Harnetry is the same. Going all the way down to Mega War gives your grenades and your gas calls a chance to crit, which is going to enhance the damage even further. I use Accelerate and then Flock and Load. Since we're using a Deathless, Faulkner's Feast is worthless, and since we don't have any real reason to do this, well, we don't really need to run Cryo Racks because we have a Corrosive Grenade doing all the work. And yeah, so just having Accelerate and Flock and Load is going to be nice because these are going to drop more gas calls for you, which is obviously very, very good. Then we have our shocker tree. Once again, furious attack just for extra damage, barbaric yop so we can get our racks as quick as possible, and then just lick the wound so your pet can help pick you up. We don't need anything else from this tree whatsoever. Now our trapper tree, having success imminent is another form of getting damage. Whenever you pop your racks, you will send out a little nova, because the active skill start does actually proc this anointment, which is honestly pretty nice, as you can see. Proc set for the pet as well, which can be very useful, so just keep that in mind, which is why we have this. And then just throw Ripper will help the pet do a little bit extra damage. Unfortunately, I mean, there's not really other spots where we can throw these skill points to actually get heavy usage out of them, so keep that in mind. So we have our blue tree here. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Do not go 3 into Hive Mind. Honestly, if you want to take out the other skill point into Hive Mind, throw it somewhere else, go ahead. Because if you put too much into here, your pet's going to be going down a lot, and you don't want your pet going down, since, you know, they can help you pick you up, because you will blow yourself up a little bit with the gas calls, because they just do that much damage. So just keep that in mind. And then everything else is pretty simple. Barbaric Yop's going to give us extra elemental damage with our Spider and Scorcher, which is going to boost our shock damage, our corrosive damage, and our URAD damage, which is going to help us out just once again even more, just more damage for the gas call. Then we have things like Frenzy here, and then He Bites. Frenzy and He Bites, they basically proc up Frenzy very fast and consistently, more damage. Pack Tactics is very nice once again. Then we have, you know, Shared Spirit. Well, Flak is at low health, which will always be a thing. Portion of the damage that we take is going to be converted to healing for our pet instead, which will give us a little bit more survivability and help the pet, you know, do a little bit more work as well. Because you gotta keep in mind, dude, our damage is from our grenade, and if we are downed, then our pet is basically gonna have to do either kill an enemy, pick us up, or we're gonna have to pipe a close range enemy with a Hellwalker. So just having the pet be alive, maybe do a little bit more damage, will just help out a little bit. Because, you know, Flak in this scenario is more a support character, more supporting everything, because of course, you know, your gas call is doing all of the work rather than your actual guns, which is just a little bit more fun, a little bit more quirky way to play Flak than traditional. I mean, obviously, you know, there's been URAD fish slap builds with the Guardian Angel in the past and stuff like that, but with the gas call, it just can be a little bit more fun and chaotic, just seeing those skulls just go absolutely chaotic and rip everything apart. But yeah, guys, other than that, this is just about to wrap up the video. Hope y'all did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop your love on that like button and subscribe if y'all are new. On the road to 10,000 subscribers, trying to hit that by the end of the year. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. My name's Kree, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.